take down walls from afar. But and each operator can actually, you can customize them a bit. They have alternate primaries, alternate secondaries, and can have an alternate gadget as well that the player can select. But we really want it to be about selecting an operator and like having them all have synergy together, so that when you come together and select your operator, it's awesome for the whole team.
Very cool. So one of the things that always has struck me about Rainbow Six, and I'm not, to be completely frank with you, I'm not like an old. I mean, this is a storied franchise. This series has been around for many years. Yeah. I haven't played the original first few, but I loved Vegas. That was a big on-road, I think, for a lot of folks to the Rainbow Six experience. And one of the things I always really liked about it was it has a, I wouldn't say a slower pace, but it was a more realistic character movement where you didn't feel like you're necessarily sprinting down these hallways. It wasn't going a mile a minute. It was more sort of considered and sort of methodical almost. And tell me a little bit about how you guys are approaching that pacing here in Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, like that slow pacing you were talking about, we had a closed alpha like a few months back, and we learned a lot from players playing that, and they said the game was a little bit too fast for them, so we slowed it down big time.
Okay.
Based on their feedback. So we wanted to make the game about this, like, we want to put you in a very tense mission, and once that begins, we want it to have a crescendo at some point, both on PvP and PvE with the Terror Hunt. So you spawn into an area, it's very quiet, but as you approach the stronghold that the AI or other players have created, that's when the gun battle happens, that's when the explosions happen, that's when everything kind of goes down. So we have this ebb and flow of just this silent kind of tension, then it scales up to this crescendo. Like you said, it's very slow and methodical, and then it's all about your tech skill and responding and moving tactically and exercising your tactics in the heat of the moment when there's that crescendo that happens.
That's awesome. So another thing, I'm just fondly reminiscing here about Rainbow Six Vegas, because boy, was that one of my favorite games when that came out. One of the things, again, and I think it's still very unique on the market, was the ability to switch between single shot, semi-auto, or full auto, all those things. Are you still getting to that level of granularity on the different guns in Siege?
Yeah, we're trying to have some granularity there in how you select a bunch of guns, sorry. And that's why we have the alternate secondaries and alternate primaries. And we also want you to customize and add silencers, add things like that to maximize kind of the role you want to have. So that's why we're doing there, and we're allowing that bit of granularity and building up your gun and customizing it in that way.
Now for a Vegas veteran like myself, what would you say is the biggest, most noticeable change compared from the Vegas games to Siege?
Well, first of all, third person is it's all entirely first person. We're going back to the first person tactical shooting. But what's similar as you can expect is just kind of like the world you're kind of in, right? So it's a very tense world. It's all about that, always checking your sixes, peeking around corners, working together, always communicating. So if you're used to that gameplay that was in the Vegas series, it's back right now, and it's an essential part of what makes Siege tick. So if you're a Rainbow fan of old with the first-person gameplay, or you're a Vegas fan with like the tense and crescendo that happens, and like the erratic behavior that happens in the environment with the destruction that happened in Vegas, it's even more accentuated right now in Siege.
Sign me up, baby. October 13th. That's when Rainbow Six Siege is coming out.
PlayStation.
Experts in close quarters battle and hostage rescue, assembled from special forces teams around the world. The counter-terrorism units. These are the elite French operators. Twitch maneuvers a shock drone.
Drone spinning up.
This one can deliver electric probes to distract hostiles or incapacitate devices. If you think nobody can get in, she'll prove you wrong.
We need to keep moving.
Montagne is armed with an expandable shield able to give protection from small firearms and close combat attacks. Right where nobody wants to go, he'll step in first.
Stay behind me.
Ready to go.
Operator hit!
Equipped with a stim pistol, Doc is able to precisely deliver a close-range healing shot.
Here, take this!
When things go south,
Cover me!
Doc is the one to give a second chance.
Try not to get yourselves hurt.
Rook can provide additional armor packs to the team. Each vest can stop ballistics from piercing the chest cavity. Quite handy when it's your own holding the shots. GIGN operators know that saving a life is more important than one's own.